Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at a couple of new versions of some lights from Sunwayman, L10A, L10R. So the L10A and L10R have been out for a little while, but these are the XPG version versus the XRE that they originally had. Pretty cool little lights. These are really popular with our law enforcement and military customers because they're angle lights. So they're a 90-degree versus the regular just straight out the front light. So they like to be able to take them and attach them to their vest. And you can just reach down and click it on when you want to be able to attach it. So I went ahead and pulled out the pocket clip that it comes with. Just want to show you that real quick, since most people tend to use these with the pocket clip just due to the nature of the light. So what you do is you just take the pocket clip, slide it on there, get the head, and then screw it back on, and you have the pocket clip attached. So people like to take that. You can clip that onto your vest, onto your pack, onto your belt, wherever else you want to attach it. Really useful feature. So we're going to take that back off. We'll show you the rest of the accessories and everything else. We're going to set the light back to the side for just a second. Alright, so the other stuff that you get in there, you have a lanyard, you have a spare boot tail cover if you ever need to replace that. I guess it's not a tail cover, it's a head cover. I don't know what to call that. It's a spare switch cover, we'll call it that. Alright. Some spare O-rings if you ever need those. As always, you want to keep the O-rings in good condition, keep the threads nice and lubricated, and you should have a nice long life out of the light. Other stuff that you have in there, you have some warranty information, the instruction manual, and they usually put a little brochure in there about other lights. Yeah, there you go. So you can see information about other lights that they have. So that's what you get. And same exact stuff with the L10R. So that was the L10A. Get the same stuff with the L10R. So we're just going to pull the light out of this one, set that to the side. So there you go. L10A, L10R. We'll zoom in just so you can see. Not a whole lot of difference between the two. A little bit different in the physical size. You can see slightly fatter tube on the L10R, and it's a little bit shorter than the L10A. Powered by 123 on the L10R, single AA on the L10A, and then the max lumens. You've got 210 L10R and then 140 on the L10A. If you want to see the full specs and run times and all that stuff, we always have that stuff on the website if you want to see that. We'll zoom back out a little bit so you can see them side by side. There's the switches on the top. There's your reflector and the LED down in there. So that's the XPG LED. I have one of the XREs just so you can see the difference. The XREs are actually going to give you a little bit better throw. In this size, it's not really going to be a huge difference. But the beam's going to be a lot cleaner generally on the XPG, so you're going to light up a little bit wider area at once. As you can see, other than that, pretty much the same. This was actually the L10A, so you can see, other than that, they're the same lights. We'll set that back to the side, and we'll take the XRE outside just so you can see the difference in the beams. A little bit better, so put a single AA down in there. I'm going to put the head back on. Actually, I'll show you the inside. The inside and everything. Put the head back on. It attaches to the threads, not the head where the reflector is, like I just tried. It's been a long day. And you can also put the battery in through the bottom if you prefer that, so you can screw it off either way. You get some nice knurling on the bottom to get a good grip on it. And then the L10R just takes a single 123, so we're going to take it, throw it down in there. So we'll use both of these outside, but since they have the same interface, I'm just going to use the L10R to show you the interface. So the interface on these, hit the button on top, turns it on, turns it off, and that's when you're just tapping it. Now if you want to cycle between the modes, you can see if you press and hold it, you will get the strobe, and when you do it from off, you actually get a momentary. So when it's turned on, press and hold, you get the strobe. Turned off, press and hold, and you get a momentary. Now you do have some other outputs, and to access those, double click it, and you can see it'll cycle between your 3 different outputs. So these lights do not have a memory. When you turn them on, they're always going to go into that max output. We'll go ahead and show you. We'll cycle down to one of the lower outputs and turn it off. Leave it off for a few seconds and then turn it back on. You can see it goes back into the max output. So it's always going to go on into that max output. Now you can get it to go into the lowest output from off if you want to. What you do is you just quickly triple click it and you can see it'll go into that lowest output. You have to do it pretty quickly though, and it's kind of finicky. But you can do it if you want to. So same interface on the L10A, just a little bit lower output. So you can see same outputs, same modes and everything. You still have the strobe. So that's the interface for the L10R and the L10A. We're going to go and take both of these outside, and we'll take the XRE outside as well, just so you can see the difference in the beams. And let's go and go do that. Okay, we're out here with the L10 lights. Got the big 4D mag light that I always use. So let's go ahead and try out that mag light. See how it does. Bush, 15 feet. Tree out there at 100 feet. So, alright, let's try out the L10 lights. First off, we're going to try out that L10A with the XRE LED. So this was the older version. So you can see on high, it does really, really well. Such a compact little light. Nice, really useful shape. Out at 100 feet, absolutely no problem for it. So that was the one with the XRE LED. Here, let's try the L10A with the XPG LED. There you can see, nicer quality beam on this one. So, a little bit smoother. We'll zoom in, you can see it still has pretty decent throw. We'll let it, there's your strobe, just so you can see that. I'll show you the lower outputs. There's the low, we'll tilt it forward just so you can see for up close kind of stuff. It actually does pretty well. And then medium, 15 feet, does great. 100 feet, you can actually kind of see stuff out there. And then obviously on the highest brightness, things are no problem. Alright, so let's try out the L10R. There you go. So even higher output, out at 100 feet, it is brighter. And then the other modes are going to be pretty close to the same. So there's your low, up close kind of stuff, does great. Medium, and then your high again. We'll do them side by side. So we have the L10A XPG on the left, L10R XPG on the right. So you can see the difference in the output. Show you the difference that CR123 makes versus a AA. I think Argo found the neighbor's cat. Let me go take care of him. Still got the L10A on the left, L10R on the right. If you have any questions about these, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe. We put out a lot of videos, lots of flashlights, survival, tactical gear, all that kinds of stuff. And if you like the lights, you can get them from us at goinggear.com. Thanks for watching.